Do you find yourself saying things like, I'm a failure, I might as well fail some more, or things like that? Well, today we are talking about defeatism. And defeatism is a killer if you are trying to accomplish anything that is worthwhile.
Yeah, we're talking about defeatism today because Sean and I have seen that an issue in our lives, and we have seen this such a being an issue in so many people's lives. Just this idea of basically a hopelessness. And we believe that there are some key things that we can learn about us and becoming aware that can help us to feel much more hopeful in our journey of healing and really this life.
Yeah, by definition, defeatism is a way of thinking or behaving that shows you have no hope or expect to fail. So we want to come out with a few teachings to help you become more aware of what defeatism is. If you're living in defeatism, we hope that what we share kind of gives you a bit of an aha moment. And then I want to end the video with a takeaway to help you start having small wins to work your way out of defeatism. So Han, why don't you share a little bit more so they can understand what it is and have that aha moment, hopefully.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've learned and I have seen is that we can't really deal with something we don't know about. How do we deal with something that we actually don't know what it is? So really, I want you to help to start understanding what the defeatism is and what's actually happening in our brains. And so the reality is that it's something that we think over and over again as usually an I am statement, like I am a failure. And you think this over and over and over again, what do you think is going to happen? Well, it's going to be a habit that you've created, and now it's going to become your belief about yourself and your identity. So I want you to just start being aware of, wow, what am I really what are my thoughts, defeating thoughts that I'm thinking over and over again? And really, this is all happening subconsciously. And until we uncover this and really look at what's going on, we can't really deal with this. So I really want to encourage you to start looking at what are the defeating thoughts that I'm having. And also, really, if we think about this, it's almost impossible for us to begin any journey of healing if we are thinking these things over and over again, and they are happening unconsciously. We don't uncover them. So really, I want to encourage you. I want you to start thinking about, again, it's something that we think over and over again that becomes a habit, that becomes a belief and our identity. So Sean, would you like to just wrap up and share with people what can they do with this, these thoughts, what they can do with this defeatism mindset?
Yeah, I want to give a simple takeaway. It's counting small wins and changing your mindset. So one of the things that's really important to know is that you can control your thoughts. There's actually an opportunity every time something around you happens to respond rather than react. And what that looks like is that you would respond, instead of becoming a failure, you would see failure as an opportunity and a stepping stone to learn. Failure happens and it leads to learning and growth. If you identify as a failure, that's really where defeatism comes into play. So I want to encourage you to start counting small wins. And what that could look like is something as simple as calling a friend, calling an accountability partner, calling somebody that speaks life into you. It could be listening to a podcast or reading a book about a topic that's helpful to you. Maybe it's addiction recovery, maybe it's mental health, self-help, maybe an autobiography. It could be as simple as choosing health, like fitness or eating well, or whatever that looks like for you. It could be journaling in the morning or before bed to purge your mind and have a good sleep. And it could be as simple as just going to bed on time so you're not tempted at night. You're not doing things that you normally wouldn't do. You're not working out of emotion. So the small wins can be small wins. And the best thing about small wins is they compound and they lead to habits. They lead to new beliefs. They lead to new identity. And we want that for you. That's the mind shift. That's the small wins. And what these small wins do is they offer you hope. They let you see that there's progress, and they help you see that there's so much to look forward to. It's one step at a time, one small win at a time, one day at a time, and that is the encouragement. So we want you to share with us on comments or send us a message. What are some small wins that you can have today? What are some small wins that you did have today? We would love to hear from you and be another encouragement to you as well. So that's our message on Defeatism today. It's Sean and Helena from Secret Habit and Open Door Center. We want to wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much, and we are excited to hear from you and see some of your comments. Take care, and lots of love.